comfy nook.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get going. You guys both hear the music there? Pretty
Yes.
good? All right, sounds good. So we're back, Roddy Radio. We're back at the studio again, at this abandoned house that we are inhabiting, that we are squatting in.
The abandoned
Squatters' rights.
great big couch.
Yeah, because this was the couch that used to be at the store. We never got video of the couch at the store, though, I don't think.
Oh, no, we didn't.
I think we always just did audio when we had it there. But we followed the couch here, and we have a very special guest today. Of course, Maria is a co-host now, but we
Officially.
we have a very special guest. Her name is Savannah. Savannah, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Doing good. You guys were already getting going a little bit, talking about your customer service voices and everything.
Yes, our different customer service voices that we can turn on and off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, turn them on. You can turn them on for this, but like I told you before, anything goes on the show. You can swear, you can be dirty. Maria really talks about some terrible, dirty things sometimes.
Oh no, I'm scared because I can too. Once I
Like my
get started,
kitchen.
it's hard to start though, or hard to stop.
Yeah. See, that's the kind of content we're going for.
You have the right person.
This
Then
is-
I'm
yeah.
just one that just like spills everything. I'm like, oh, blah blah blah.
Some people want to make classy content. That's not us. That's not me anyway.
That was half the first episode you had me on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Till he got me drunk.
You start
That's
classy.
the ticket.
Yeah. Are you pretty good at drinking though, or are you a lightweight like she is?
I'm kind of a lightweight now.
I can only have half a Monaco.
Yeah, because I wasn't trying to get her drunk. I gave her one Monaco.
Well, I
and then
can.
that
I
kinda
can
fucked
do
her
more
up.
than that.
I
I didn't know what we. I mean, like not a lot. Maybe like 3 or 4 Monacos.
Oh.
But
Before you
then,
get crazy.
but then I'm super sick. Like it's not like I
Oh.
get super drunk. I just like get. So it's not even fun anymore. It sucks.
Oh.
Like I want to get blackout drunk so
Mhm.
bad and just take shots all night like I used to do
Yeah.
that. But I
You can't anymore.
I mean, I can, and I will again.
Well, I
It's
think
just,
that's
you
what
gotta
it is.
save it for like the
Mhm.
special moments
Yeah.
where I'm like, okay, I can plan to be sick. The
You have
next
to have
day.
shots and just straight stuff. Not
I mean,
like,
I did last night. I don't know
Monaco's
why
too
I'm
sugary.
pretending.
Oh, really?
I had shot. Yeah.
I'm
I
like
had
Sunday
Did you get
night.
blackout drunk last night? That was Sunday night. Hell yeah.
Sunday
What?
fun day.
Yeah.
Ooh, a hockey game. I was at the
Oh,
hockey game,
okay.
and so
That
then it
makes
just
sense.
keeps going into drinking.
Hmm.
Do you go to hockey games often?
I used to go a lot, but this
Yeah.
is the first game of the season,
Okay.
and so I got invited by my friend. It was fun.
Oh, I want to go. I'm so I really want to go to a
They're
hockey
so
game.
fun.
They are. I took my kids last year, and I'm like, I need to go again. But it's always hard to get tickets.
It is really hard.
Do they sell out?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
always
you
sold
usually
out.
have to like buy them on Facebook from someone else.
Mhm.
Scalpers.
Yeah.
Now we have scalpers in Idaho Falls.
Yes.
Oh, but my friend sells tickets.
Really?
Yeah, I should.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Hook me
I'll hook
up.
you up with it.
Like, how far ahead do you have to buy them to get them like from the
Um,
place?
Usually the day of, you can buy tickets. I think sometimes
really?
people will still kind of like still sell tickets.
Mhm.
I don't know.
What are they pretty fairly priced? I've never been to any hockey game.
So the
Yeah.
time that I went, I think it was I don't know, whatever it was only like $10, $20 for each person. So my friend called me. She's at every game,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Hey, if you want to take the kids, like today's like a special day, whatever."
No.
So I got them that day, and yeah, I took my friend. I think we paid like $75 for 5 of us.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not bad at all.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
That's It seems like hockey's doing a lot better than baseball. Did you guys ever go to the baseball games, to like the checkers?
Yeah, I'd go to those just because there's nothing else to do.
The only time I went was because I got free tickets from my job,
Mhm.
and it was really short notice. Like that day of, they're like, "Who wants these tickets?" They just gave them to me,
Yeah.
and so I was like looking for someone to go with. Like
Mhm.
everybody was busy. Finally, a friend of mine went. Lily went with me,
Uh-huh.
and then it was just like, I don't know, it was kind of lame. Like we
Dude,
left by like I want to say the 6th inning.
Mhm.
They had scored one run, and we're like,
Mhm.
fuck this.
I
We
only
just
go
left.
if it's like a free ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna go purchase
Yeah.
tickets.
And it was like in the middle of the week, and I'm like, if this was like a Friday, we could get drinking and
Right,
just
have
party
fun.
out. But it's
Mhm.
like,
Well, I mean, in the summer you can still do that on
Yeah.
any night. But
Summers are bad for me to go.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I can't
yeah,
ever do anything. I'm
that's
so
true.
busy. Yeah.
that makes sense.
I've never been really to a Tuckers game. I guess I've been once, but right when I was gonna start, I had to leave. It was like a company party.
Oh, okay. That's
So yeah,
fun.
yeah. But yeah, I was excited to go, and I've seen like people like post videos, and I'm like, that'd be fun to
Okay, well,
go.
we'll go this summer.
Yeah, yeah. Let me know.
yeah, hell yeah.
Yay.
Get at
Mondays and
stay at each
Tuesdays.
other. Mondays and Tuesdays are your days off.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we can do
Mhm.
it.
If I'm not doing a podcast,
yeah.
I'm sleeping.
We'll go do a podcast at the
Yes,
Checkers
they
game.
have a hot pool. We could try to figure out like
At the
it's like
Checkers
a
game?
sponsored thing. I've
Really?
always wanted to do that. We could sit in the hot pool, do the podcast,
Yeah.
the Chuckers game, the podcast.
Yes.
That'd
the
be so
hot
much.
pool,
That'd be way
the
cool.
drinks.
Heck yeah. That'd be awesome.
That's the hot pool idea it's a good idea. You remember esta, ¿cómo se llama? Yesenia.
Mhm.
She moved into some apartments that had a
She
hot pool.
took me.
And did she?
Yes.
And she was telling me, she's like, dude, we should do a podcast here. I was like,
Yeah.
and we like
Wait, I know.
started
a hot
planning
pool
it, then
could
we
do
did
one
it.
at.
Yeah.
No one was in there, and it's like a really large one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys. about
Okay.
it.
We'll have to.
I
Yeah.
don't want people going there.
yeah, it's great because there's no one there. But once you put it out
Just
there,
kidding.
Yeah.
and she was like, invite Bonbon, like that'll be fun. I'm like, yeah, because you need like if you're gonna be in the hot tub on a podcast, you need a gay guy there. That's gonna make it that much more fun.
I was gonna say something, but we're
What were you gonna
Get
say?
into it.
Say it.
Now you have to.
Yeah, now you have
I was
to.
gonna say no, 2 of them. Just kidding.
Oh, I'm not gay. I'm just not straight.
No, what was I saying? Oh, we went. So I think it was like, I don't remember if it was winter, but it was really cold that day.
Hmm.
So there was nobody there. It was just me and the kids and her kid. And yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah, and this is the best time for hot tubs though too.
Mhm.
The winter
Yeah.
Mhm.
feels so
when
good.
it's snowing.
Yeah.
I totally missed out because I had a hot tub in my old house and I never used it.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Why didn't you ever use it?
I didn't know how. Like, nobody ever came over.
Yeah, it's a whole process.
Yeah.
Like,
And
one
then-
more thing to add to.
Yeah.
Let me go get the pool ready.
And one more thing to
Right?
clean
Right.
afterwards. is big,
Yes.
too. Like,
So my kids, after their dad moved out, were like, we have a hot tub? And I was, yeah, it's been there.
They didn't know.
No. So my neighbor tried to like get it ready for us and she's like, we need a filter. So I went and spent like $250 during the fair time
Yeah.
to get it ready. And she's like, I just don't know how to work it. And we put in a new filter, everything. She cleaned it out.
Wow.
We just didn't know
yeah,
how it
and then
worked.
from there you're just
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting a sign from production there.
Yeah.
I can't even see that.
On
far.
set.
I can't see that either.
Oh, I think.
Something about a tooth.
Did you lose?
You
a
can
tooth?
talk, you're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, she's so cute. Oh.
You ate your tooth?
She ate a tooth.
Maybe the tooth fairy already grabbed it.
Yeah.
It's okay if
You're
you
just
ate
going
it.
to be surprised with some food or with some money.
Yeah.
Poor
She
girl.
ate her tooth.
You ate your tooth. Well, she'll still find it eventually, like here in a bit or tomorrow morning.
I got told she was going to wait to take it out after she goes to her dad's because my house, the tooth fairy doesn't come here.
It's cheaper.
Oh,
Tooth fairy is
I'm the
cheaper.
worst. My oldest daughter will have to be like, remember, if like my middle lost a tooth, like the tooth fairy needs to come tonight because she was late and didn't come out. And I'm like, oh
Ah.
shit, I'm the worst at remembering. Like, it's so hard to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
My-
it's fun and all until you forget.
I never did tooth fairy even growing up though. Did you?
I
guys?
did like
No.
$1 maybe, but then I hear like extreme things
Oh,
where
yeah.
people are like
Yeah.
It ruins it for the rest of us.
$5, $20. I'm like,
Mhm.
this is weird.
I
this
just
is
heard
weird.
quarters. Like,
You didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's a weird concept to me. Like, what? I lost a tooth. I'm growing up.
And so you're gonna
there's
get
a
money.
weird tooth fairy. And then I am just such a like, where is this tooth going? If she's a fairy, how is she carrying this tooth? Like me as a kid, like just not
It
having
just doesn't
it.
make
And
any
so
sense.
as an adult to my kids, I just
Mhm.
like obviously believe in it, but I'm not feeding like this
Mhm.
full narrative.
the whole
about it.
story. Like the tooth fairy, what's his name? The Rock.
Is there a movie, a
The
rock
tooth
movie where he's a
fairy,
tooth
yeah.
fairy?
It is cute.
I've
The
never seen
tooth
it.
fairy. I don't know why, but he had to like swap with the tooth fairy and yeah.
Hmm.
Cute.
See,
movie.
like growing up, I like we did Santa Claus and stuff, but we never
Mhm.
did tooth fairy.
Mhm.
It's like,
Mhm.
and I think it was that. I think all of us were like, well, it doesn't make
Well,
any
it
sense.
just gets
I'm pretty sure.
extreme. We
Yeah.
have like
The kids,
the
'cause
Easter bunny.
It's because we're not
fairy.
white.
I think that's what it is. Pero that is something my
Because I'm just like, what's not adding up here?
yeah. My ex-wife started my daughter on that when she started losing teeth, but
Mhm.
like Mexican style, que raton,
Yeah.
el raton.
Yeah, that's
It's-
what my daughter says because
Yeah.
her dad,
Que va
he
a venir
was
el
never
ratón.
involved in it until now.
Yeah,
And he tells her that, and I'm like, el ratón.
el raton.
Do you guys do Elf on the Shelf?
Nope.
Oh no.
That's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah,
I
that's so
told my kids,
stupid.
I'm like, that's weird shit. It doesn't come here.
That's
No.
fear.
I don't have
That all
weird
that
kids.
is fear tactics.
It is, and I hate
what
that.
it
Like
is.
he's
Yeah.
sneaking on you and
What
spying
is
on
it?
you.
Like,
So parents can discipline their kids, like, oh, the elf is watching you.
Yeah, let's.
It's
You
weird.
And
better
then the
not
elf
fuck up
is
this close to
naughty?
Christmas. Yeah, like, and then you wake up and he's supposed to be doing.
And you got to
shit.
go do something that the elf
Some
did.
naughty
Stop
shit.
messing
It's so
around.
dumb.
It's weird shit. It's a whole different level to Santa.
And that's why my kid doesn't believe in Santa Claus anymore, because
They-
her mom got it for her, but then didn't do any of the, setting it up at night. So she's like, well, if the elf's not moving, it's not real. And if the
Right.
elf's not real, then Santa Claus isn't real. I'm like, well,
There you
cat's
go.
out of the bag. I'm glad you're using your logic.
Bingo. Yeah.
I think last year was probably the last year my kids believed in Santa or still kind of thought about Santa.
Yeah.
This year, she's like, here's a list. You're gonna go broke after this.
Like, yeah,
Thanks.
great.
Well, yeah, and I think I said it on the last episode was, my daughter's like, oh, well, I know you're kind of broke, so don't worry about it. I'll ask Santa. It's like, fuck, it's the same dude. Like,
Oh.
And why did I always try to be like, maybe like the stockings are from Santa or like one or two
Yeah.
things, and then
Mhm.
like everything else is from me
Right.
because I hated that as a kid.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
someone's like, I got this from Santa. I'm like,
Yeah, you're like, oh, Santa doesn't love me.
what do you mean? Like,
I
and that's
got-
just such a
I got
sad
socks.
feeling.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
why do we do that? Why do we
Mhm.
put kids through that? I hate
I don't
it.
know.
Yeah.
And that's also if you're a tactic too, just be good and you'll get something.
Yeah.
And the problem with it is nobody follows through. When your kid's a little shit, you
Mhm.
shouldn't give him anything.
It's always the
But
people
everyone
with the
gives-
naughtiest
Yep.
kids doing that
They get the
weird elf on the shelf
and they get the
shit.
best presents.
They
So it's
do.
like I
They're
know that guy's a
naughty
piece
kids.
of shit, and
Yeah.
he got better gifts than I do.
Yep.
I'm not gonna be
And
good
you're
this
like,
year.
this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
And
but I-
Santa. Just kidding. I love Christmas, but it's just, we
Yeah.
gotta maybe
Right.
switch it up.
I
don't
love
know.
Christmas too.
Yeah.
The freaking I like ever since Classy 97 started playing the Christmas songs. That's
Oh, yeah.
all I'm listening to in the car now and stuff.
It's fun.
I've been forgetting to put on Christmas music. Usually I'm like all December Christmas music.
Yeah.
And this year I'm just like,
Me too. Maybe because there's no snow.
yeah, maybe.
But I'm
I'm
happy about it.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
no snow. I'm fine
Yeah, I'd
until
love
Christmas
that.
Day. It can snow Christmas Day, and then it can be gone.
I love our new climate change winters where it doesn't snow till way later,
Right?
and we only get like 2 good storms a year now,
Mhm.
and I'm like, that's I
Except
love
last year we had a whole week.
it. Yeah, but
Oh.
it still was just one storm. It just lasted long.
That's true.
Every day I wake up, I'm like,
I was so
you're
frustrating,
kidding
huh?
me.
Every day
After
looking
day
out there.
3, I was like,
You're like,
you're
fuck
kidding
this.
I
me.
know, that was funny.
Being the man of the house, you have to shovel
You get
the
out there and
snow.
shovel.
Oh my gosh. That was the worst.
Yeah.
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 That's what I'm saying. Like I think it was off camera though, but that's one of the few things I miss about living in apartments is
Mhm.
like you come out every
they take they
everything
take
was
care of
cleared out,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
it'd be nice and warm and like, okay, they're done. I can get my car out. And now it's like fuck, gotta get up like 20 minutes earlier.
Yep.
We're the old people shoveling.
Oh,
it's the worst.
yeah. Last year, oh my gosh, I hated it every day because I learned. So I had a comment made to me, which is kind of crazy. So everybody on my street is older people, like 50s and older.
Right.
And everybody's street or everybody's sidewalk and driveway was all shoveled
Mhm.
except for mine. And so a
Aw.
comment was made like, yeah, I can tell there's a single mom there.
Oh.
And it's like, well, then you should be doing that.
The
yard
worst part about that
particularly.
was
Yeah.
my ex-boyfriend, and he was like, he would come
Ew.
over, yeah, and he made a comment like, you can get fined for that, like
Oh, God.
if your
Oh.
sidewalk isn't shoveled, and I was like,
Can
aren't
you
you
though,
helping?
too? Is that
Yeah,
nothing?
there it's
You
a
can,
it's a
but
city
Ew,
law.
I hate ex-boyfriends.
I was just like, sir.
There's some real bums out there.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, he was pretty good, but it did bother me. I was like, you see how busy I am and
I'm
how
surprised
like
nobody
I'm
is.
struggling.
I'm surprised nobody has sent their kid to help you or anything. You know,
Right. Like
like
those
if I
are
lived
the
around here and if I
days.
had kids,
I would be.
if I had a son,
I would be out there by myself for hours.
I'd be like, hey, go. While you're at it, go shovel hers.
Mhm.
well, there's no kids here.
Or,
There's-
that's what you said.
They're all
in
older.
their 50s.
Yeah. Yeah, my one across the street, they have like an older son. He's probably in his 30s with the
Yeah.
wife, and they just come and visit. But there's
Mhm.
no people my age here.
Dang.
Yeah, they're all older.
That means when they all die off, you'll be the old lady on the block.
Probably.
You
Unless
ever think of it? Like if you stay here long term like that,
well,
you're
I
gonna
don't
be the
know
old
if I'm
lady on
gonna
the
stay
block.
here, for a long time.
Is this kind of your starter home? Do you think?
My other one was my starter home, but this is kind of like I'll watch my kids grow up here for a little bit, but I want to like be financially more well off where I have like a new house.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
nice house. I
Yeah,
love my
absolutely.
house,
But it's an older house.
but it's an older house.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like older houses. Though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The house I live in is like over 100 years old. And
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my
And
other
so-
house was over 100 years old too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
Mhm.
And then you just have to deal with stuff like where I live. Just like I've told you before, the mice problem that we had after the neighbor's
yeah.
house burnt down, and just stuff like that.
No.
Like the neighbor had terrible mice problem. Like he just never, like he was filthy. And then he passed away. And then he had some nephews, I think, living there. And then the house burnt down, and then all the mice came over to our house. Oh.
Yeah. That was at my old house. We lived by the fairgrounds, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
where they would practice the what is that called? The crashing cars?
Demolition-
Derby, the
demolition
derby. It was
That's
right
what's
behind
called.
my house in the field. And so every time we had derby, there was always
You
mice
just
on my
knew.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was horrible.
See, and we had the mice, and we've always had like the occasional mouse, and that's what I was going to tell you. My daughter was like "Que ratón, que ratón," and she was over there. My brother was here for the summer, visiting, and so my daughter was over there with them. And then I guess there was a mouse, and my brother killed it. Like it was the whole thing where all the little girls were screaming, and my brother smashed the mouse. And my mom's like, "Yeah." Then afterwards, I think comes to me, and she's like, "Is it ratón?" Like, because she was already starting to lose teeth. She's like, "Did we just kill like the tooth fairy?" I guess.
So
ratón?
like in our
Mexican
culture,
thing
yeah,
is-
I
instead
never
of the
heard of it
tooth fairy,
growing
it's
up,
que
but I've
ratón,
heard
the
it from
mouse.
friends. Yeah.
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 Oh,
Instead of the
okay.
tooth fairy, it's the mouse.
I mean, that would make more sense than a tooth fairy.
Right?
It kind of
That's
does.
just me.
Because I can believe a mouse would take your
Right,
teeth.
because
and-
we see yeah.
yeah, mice exist for one. Yeah.
That's a starter.
And they steal things.
Yeah, they did steal little shit like that. But yeah, she was worried about they killed the mouse, so she's like, "Am I still gonna get my I don't know however much her mom would put under her pillow," which was too much if you ask me. I'm like, give her $1, like
Right.
I think the first one I always did $1.
yeah.
I was pretty good back in the day when they were younger. Or
I
they'd be like,
feel.
"Mom, the tooth fairy didn't come." I'm like, "Oh, let me see. Let's go look."
Me too.
And then
that
I'd
was a good one.
stuff
I'd
it.
be like, wait,
I'd
did
be
you
like,
check
"Let's-"
under here?
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, oh.
They have to be all sneaky.
I
about it.
Yeah.
I actually think I did $2 bills, and then after that
Oh,
was
see,
just
that's
a
cool.
quarter.
That's a cool
Yeah.
idea. Though.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's special.
Yeah.
Because then they can hold
Yeah.
on to it.
The
It's
$2
not just a
bills.
random
I
dollar
think
to get a
so.
dollar.
I had all these $2 bills. I don't know if you remember. You worked with Dallin, right?
Mhm.
So I won something.
Yes, I
and
do
I was
remember.
all the $2 bills that he
Oh
gave
my
me.
God.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's where I had a whole. I still have some. From
How many?
Yeah.
How much? How many did you
Yeah.
win?
Was it like $30 in $2 bills or
Yeah.
Oh,
something?
cool.
Yeah.
Because our big thing was like we have to put like money on our page. Like
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
like are drawn to like seeing money, so we're like, okay, we'll do some like cash giveaway. And
Yeah.
of course, Dallin being Dallin is like, oh, I have all
Yeah.
these $2 bills.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like so cool. That's what I was gonna say. I have $2 bills that I got from G Easy.
Oh yeah.
It was at one of his concerts,
Oh.
and so I got like 3. I don't know how I got it. Like it was like. I was so drunk. I don't know how I got them. But I was like, I want to get one for each of my kids. Like, that's your sentimental $2
Aw.
G-Easy.
That's funny. That's
And they're
cute.
signed by him or what?
No, he was just like rapping and he was like,
Oh.
fuck with me and get some money.
Some $2 bills. $2 bills are cool.
It's just fun. They're fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Money's
Sounds-
fun.
You know, you can just go to the bank and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, can I get a stack of them?" And they order them for you.
I've been broke enough to where I spend my $2 bills too, though.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
like, well, that I'm down to my bicentennial 50-cent pieces and my $2 bills.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
my
the $2
dad.
bills are easier to replace.
Yeah.
So spending
Mhm.
so I would spend those instead of the bicentennial
Yeah.
50-cent pieces I had. Those are cool.
Haven't
My
seen
dad
those.
always carried a $2 bill, and I remember we were so broke when we lived in Washington, because there was, I don't know, we had just got here from Mexico, and I remember they went to get groceries for us, and they didn't have enough for the cereal that they bought us.
Oh,
And so he had just the $2 bill. He's like, "See how lucky they are? Like, I
Aw.
paid with my $2 bill, and I even got change back."
Aw.
So cute.
it sucks. It feels like shit to spend them too.
Yeah.
Like because that's when you
He
know
had
you're
it
like,
for
"Fuck, this
years.
is how broke I am." Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I always remember that because, yeah. And so I always try to keep a $2 bill because I remember that was his thing.
Because you never know. You
You
might end
never
up
know.
using it.
Yep.
That's so true.
That is.
Yep.
It's true and sad. But
Yeah. It's
but we
supposed to
move
be
on.
good luck.
Is it?
I
The
mean,
$2
they
bills?
say. I don't know.
Just because they're so
Yeah.
So rare.
rare, far
Yeah.
in between.
I had a little old lady. She doesn't come to the store as much anymore, but she used to come at least 3 times a week. And she would pay with $2 bills all the time. Or she would tip us a $2 bill.
Cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and so we're way started now, but now let's go ahead and focus on Savannah a little bit.
Yeah.
Get to know you. We'll get to know you. You were telling us you are from. Were you born and raised here in Southeast Idaho?
Yeah, born and raised here,
crazy.
Idaho Falls, Idaho.
Yeah. Where'd you go to school?
Idaho Falls High School.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever go to IFI?
I didn't.
That's one of the few that you didn't go to.
That's one of the few. Yeah. Well, here I only went to Bonneville and to Lincoln. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Because you were like here in Idaho Falls.
Yeah.
Because you went to Rigby. Where else have you
I
gone?
went to Rigby. I went to Aberdeen. I didn't go to their high school, but yeah. And then
Aberdeen.
I lived in Ryrie, but I didn't go to Ryrie's high school.
You go to Rigby High School.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to like the junior high in Rigby, and then I went to the high school. Yep.
So how was it growing up here in Idaho Falls for you?
Let's see. Just kind of interesting, like we all have our own perspectives on life, and like obviously growing up, like I hated it here, and like my number one goal was to like get fast tracked out of here. And then I get married and get fast tracked stuck here. No,
What year did you graduate?
13. So I
Okay.
didn't graduate. I actually got my GED
Okay.
and got married at
Oh.
17 in the temple. I was like
Uh-huh.
Mormon before.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What's inside the temple? What the hell? Why is it such a secretive thing?
I really I've only been twice. Once to get, well, that's a lie. Maybe one time to like, they walk you through so you can, when you get your recommend or something.
Mhm.
Second time was like to get married. And they asked me, like, I'm just sitting there, like, trying to take it all in. And the guy doing the marriage thing was like, do you even speak English to me? And I was just like,
What the fuck? Why did he say that?
I mean, I'm used to those types of comments. And I'm like,
Wow.
damn, like, happy wedding day to me.
Wow.
Just like, yeah, but I'm just like trying to take all your wackiness in. First of all,
Yeah.
like you're spewing bullshit right now. So I'm just trying to process what I'm getting myself into. We should have stopped there. The whole thing.
How long were you married for?
6 years.
6 years.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
But you were married at 17 though?
Right. Yeah.
That's super young.
So young.
Mhm.
And we dated when I was like 14, 15. Like,
Wow.
just silly.
How old was he when you got married?
How old was he?
Like 37 or some shit?
I wish I would have married a 37-year-old at that age. That comes later. Hold on.
It's okay.
Slow down.
It's okay. I'm almost there, and they still don't got money. So 37-year-old's not where it's at yet.
I know they don't grow up. I've tried older. They don't grow up.
I'm 37 and I'm about to spend my $2 bill.
There you go. There you go. There's your prime example.
I'm looking at like 60 plus now. Just kidding.
They're pretty secure. Okay. They got, at the very least, they got their Medicare and all that shit.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's too far.
AARP.
I'm like,
that
can
will
you
help a lot.
imagine you marrying a 17-year-old at that?
Like me marrying a
Yeah.
17-year-old.
He
that would be
wasn't
insane.
37 though. He was
Oh.
he was like 18 or like he was young.
He was your
Yeah,
age-ish,
we were the
pretty
same
much.
age. Yeah.
Same generation.
We met at church and like
Oh.
stupid.
So why were you Mormon?
Because I grew up Mormon.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
like, you
I'm
don't
like,
have
I
a-
sound like that guy off of the meme. Like, why are you gay? Like, why are,
I don't
why
know.
are you Mormon?
I don't know. I mean, just grew up with it. And like, even though as like a 5-year-old though, like I knew I didn't fuck with that
Yeah.
shit because they
Yeah.
pissed me off so bad.
When did you leave the church?
Let's see, kind of when my marriage was going rocky. Like my husband wasn't really going to church at that time, and I wasn't in a place where I was like, I'm not going to drag my husband to go to church. Like, I'm not that bitch. We're not like, I don't believe in this. And like at that point I was having those conversations of like, hey, we got married only because of like our religion, and like I'm not feeling this religion at all. You know what I mean? And like really tried to have those conversations. And I kind of was out for a while. Like I was never like a true practicing Mormon.
Yeah.
Not that I was drinking or smoking or breaking the laws, but just not into it.
But you weren't Mormon in your
You
heart.
just weren't your
I'm
religious,
just
I
like,
guess. Yeah.
It's just not there. It's so.
Yeah.
Did you get your records removed, or did you just stop going?
I just stopped going.
Yeah.
They actually sent me like a letter that I got like a temple divorce, like an official temple
Really?
divorce. So I'm not
Wow.
even sealed. And I'm like, I don't even believe in this. So what is like, and you
That's
didn't
so
even talk to
crazy.
me. Like, it's so weird.
Huh.
I'm like, okay.
That's so hardcore. That's like a secret society type shit.
It is. And I'm like, take your letter and don't track me. I should go take my name off the
Yeah, you
records.
just have to meet with the bishop and tell him you want. I know this because my friend David told me.
I was
about,
like, you
my
know
friend
a
David
lot
told
more
me.
than
My friend barely did episode with David, the one with the Ouija board. He's the one that told me about it. I asked him about when he left the church,
Yeah.
and that's what he said. He said he had to go meet with the bishop, have his records
But
removed.
yeah, I need to do that because I'm like the biggest thing is like I don't believe in any of it, and it's really hard because my kids are all still Mormon, like their
Aw.
dad is too,
Oh wow.
and I just try not to like fall into the bullshit.
Are you a part of any religion right now? Practicing anyway?
My own religion
That's good.
of me, yeah.
There you go.
The
Or-
religion of Sav. Then I can run all my businesses through there.
Yeah. And
just
then
kidding.
just get tax exempt.
Just kidding. I really want to do that so bad. So really diving into spirituality.
Yeah, we should start a church for that reason.
Yeah.
Get tax exempt.
I really am going to. You guys can have a branch in the church.
Hell yeah. I want to be like a bishop or something.
Yeah, you can. You can be like a priestess or
A nun.
goddess.
A
Yeah,
goddess.
goddess.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
can be a
why
goddess
am
if
I
you want.
limiting you? You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can do.
We can do whatever we want to do.
Yes. There we go. That's how all those like rich celebrities got rich, right?
Exactly. I'm like, it just makes sense.
Yeah. Yep.
Collect 10% of everyone's income for no reason.
And then tax exempt.
That's
I'm gonna
wild.
tell Angelica we're starting on the wrong foot.
Yeah, you gotta just start your own religion.
Mhm.
And then you can be as spiritual or as God fearing as you want.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then you don't have to go to hell if you don't want.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that. Yeah.
You know, I had like an epiphany a few weeks ago. I was telling my brother, I'm like, we talk about the devil, and I don't think there's actually like a devil.
No.
I think the devil is just like the wrongdoing,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
And you always get taught since little, like to fear it,
Mhm.
but it's also just fearing to do wrong. I think that's
Yeah, that's
honestly what it
beautiful.
is.
And understanding like what we're doing and why it makes us feel wrong or why
Mhm.
it is wrong, and like
Mhm.
just taking the time instead of being fearful. I hate fear.
Yeah.
That's the bit. Well, that's my whole thing. Is like people are like, "Are you atheist?" I'm like, I don't like saying atheist because that means I don't believe in God.
Higher.
And I'm like, the thing is, I don't believe there's a higher power. I believe we all have God inside us. We can all have the capability of doing good,
Mhm.
and we also have the devil inside us, so we can all be evil pieces of shit if we want to be.
Mhm.
So it's up to each individual person to
Mhm.
do what they want with their life, and it's like as long as it doesn't hinder me, that's fine.
Right.
So, which is why I'm not like so militant about God doesn't exist and all this shit, because I don't care what you think. Like,
Right.
as long
Right.
as
You're
it's
never
not
going
fucking
to
with
change
me.
someone's mind.
Yeah,
or
and
why
like
do
I'm
you
not going to
want
change yours. You're
Yeah.
not going to change mine. So why are we even going to
Exactly.
bother with it? But that's my whole thing. Is like the good and evil is inside each of us. So
Yeah.
That's
so
true.
we're all God and we're all the devil,
Mhm.
which is why we have the little devil guy. On that shoulder.
Yep. It's possible.
Yeah, you ever have the little devil guy tell you to do shit,
Yeah.
and then you do it, and it's cool.
Haven't done it in a while.
I usually call my friend. I usually call my friend for what is that called?
Booty call?
No.
You call it a booty call?
I guess a dick appointment for not a booty.
I mean, that's another devil. No, I usually so I can get what is that affirmation
I
or
don't know.
Oh, affirmations?
no, so she can tell me it's okay that you're doing it's not bad.
Like reassurance.
Reassurance.
Like, yeah,
Oh,
keep going.
okay.
Yeah, like you'll call different
Uh-huh.
people. Like I
Yeah.
know if I call my one
Yeah.
friend, she'll be like,
Yes.
"You're crazy, don't do that." If I call my other friend, she'll be like, "You go,
Yep.
girl." And I'm like, "That's the answer I want."
Yep.
I'm calling her today.
You know who to
Yep.
call in different situations. I like her first answer too, though. A booty call, a dick appointment.
What did the dick appointment?
Well,
Oh shit! Is that really a devil on your shoulder when you are
That
looking
can't
for
be a
dick partner?
devil.
I'm thinking
No.
they want
That's
the
like the angels
Yeah.
just right here.
that's who wants the best for you, and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do
for
it.
sure.
Yeah. Because they're not even like pulling you into a relationship. So, hey.
Yeah, which is that's where the
Nobody
real
wants to be in a relationship
that's where the
nowadays.
real
No,
devils
they don't.
lie
They
are
really
in the
don't.
relationships. Yeah, are you not looking for a relationship then? You're single right now.
I'm single right now.
Single.
Woo!
Single like a
Single trip.
Pringle.
Single sad.
Hell yeah. How long you been single for now?
Since like June.
Oh, so this is pretty new.
So a good chunk of time.
Has that been a really good time of your life right now, though?
I'm very happy right now.
That's good.
But it's kind of like a lot of just like unknown, but good unknown of like what's next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting a little pause for a second.
I can't
It's
imagine like
nice.
being married at 17 and now finally being single. Like I feel like you've never been single if you were married at 17.
I've never
you know what I
been
mean?
single, and then from my divorce, I like jumped into a relationship with the
Yeah.
old man.
With
And
how
How
old
was
was the
that?
old man?
how old was he when we met? And I call him the old,
Old
man.
man.
He was like 30.
The old man.
Like I'm picturing like
Not me over here dating
cul-de-sac
10
and,
people,
like,
people
gray
10
hair.
years
He's a
older.
very, very handsome old man, and he's
Yeah.
not.
I think
that
you
old.
showed me who it was, but I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Probably.
how much older than you? I guess not so much the age, but what was the age gap?
Maybe like 14 years.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. I've only dated 10 years older.
And that was perfect for me. That's a great age gap for me. I need to
Yeah.
find that again.
And you were like
Yeah.
you're what 23, 24, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so young.
No,
I'm
that-
in my last year of my 20s.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait a sec.
No, that's when she started dating the
Oh.
old man.
The old man.
So I'm still
looked
trying to
like
do the
him.
math. If she was like 23 and this guy was like
35 maybe.
35-ish,
Yeah. So like not old man.
So
but
not
old man
old.
for me. I was
Yeah.
23. He was like, yeah, you are an old man.
So he was 37?
Oh yeah, probably.
Wow, we were right the first time, except there wasn't the first guy.
Dang, that's why I said
Yeah.
37. I was like, that comes in a minute.
I just said 37 because I'm
How
37.
long did you date him that you don't remember his age?
Yeah,
I'm really self-consumed.
I'm
you
all
guys.
like,
I'll
he
admit
was
it.
this old and his birthday was etc.
You're very
His
detailed.
sign was, I remember all
I mean,
of
I
that.
know his sign. He was a Scorpio ass, but like,
Scorpio ass.
I'm very self-consumed. That might be a default of me, but the little details, they come and go. What was the question?
What are you? He was a Scorpio and you're a what?
Oh, I'm a Leo.
Oh, Leos and Scorpios are
My
great
son is a
together.
Leo.
I'm just kidding,
No,
I
we're
don't know.
not. We mesh.
I have no
What is
idea.
your sign? Or no, we.
I'm a
clash.
Gemini.
Oh, okay. I love
Mhm.
Geminis. I vibe.
Yeah.
What are
I'm a
you?
Pisces.
Pisces. Okay. Water sign or air? Is that water or air?
I assume it's water because it's
It's
fish,
water.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks Aquarius is water, and,
And it's not. It's air.
So-
Fire and water.
Yeah.
You're fire?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys watch that movie, Elemental? You guys watch movies with your kids? That's like all I watch. It's
That's
such a good
cute
movie.
Are
It's
you
pretty
the
much-
Airbender?
No,
Oh,
This
the
is-
last
it's a
Airbender?
Pixar movie. It's this fire guy that falls in love with this water girl. It's
I
all the
don't
elements:
normally
earth,
Okay.
water,
watch
fire.
kids shit, but that one I did.
I
liked
didn't
a
watch it,
lot.
but I know what you're talking
It's
about.
so
now. Yeah.
romantic, and it's
Really?
like an immigrant story, is what
Mhm.
it is.
It's a cute
It's pretty
story.
cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
And they finally touch, and you think they're gonna like put each other out, but they actually like. You watch it; it's good.
Aw.
It was one of the, it choked me. It made me choke
So
up like.
it'll
towards
make
the
you
end.
Aw.
cry.
Really?
That's why I can't watch Disney movies. I'm just bawling my eyes
Aw.
out.
Yeah, I cry with all.
I
the
just
movies.
watched Moana the two.
I was
It was
bawling
Is it
my
pretty
really
good?
eyes out.
It was so good.
so good.
It was so good.
Yeah, I still need to go
My
watch that.
daughter's like, stop crying.
I get my kids for like all of Christmas week this year, so I'll probably go watch it then.
Fun.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd
But
be
yeah.
a good one.
But we're getting off track. We're talking about you and your old men.
Ah!
We're getting a full detailed report on your relationships.
Okay. Old man, love of my life.
Where'd you meet him?
Real estate.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so we were just like friends first, you
Mhm.
know, that's always the best.
Mhm.
And kind of like on and off, on and on and on and on and off and off and off and on and on for 4 years,
no,
give or take.
that's normal.
But bad on and off.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's good.
What do you mean bad
Toxic?
on and off? Like you
Yes.
guys will get mad and like
So toxic. Like then we
talk
just,
shit
like,
on each other and
wouldn't
stuff?
talk for weeks.
Oh.
Not necessarily like talk. Like I'd never say anything negative about him. I mean, obviously to like my girlfriends, but
Uh-huh.
like he's a great person. But
to this day, he's a great person.
yeah,
You still stand by that?
yeah, for sure.
That's good.
Some days. I don't know what he's up to.
When'd you decide to just end that one then?
After
so long.
That one just kind of like finally like ended. Like it was just kind of like a last straw of like, oh, I can't keep doing this. Like I'm unhappy. And like, once again, once you've tried so many times, you have to allow yourself to move on.
Yeah.
And then I just don't know what names to give them to be nice. Then I met Baldy.
Baldy. Was Baldy older than Old Man?
Oh, no.
No?
Oh.
He was just bald?
Yeah.
I have friends that have been bald since like they were 19,
whatever.
20, so it's just one of those things.
I'm done.
And so how'd it go with Baldy?
Not great.
Did you like rubbing his head and shit?
Maybe the other one. You're lying.
Did you ever do both at the same time?
I never did. That would have been funny. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Yes, too good.
So tell us more about Baldy then.
He was from Rexburg, so very scary family.
Oh.
Very LDS also? Or what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a weird LDS. Like, y'all ain't even, I don't know.
Weird. There's different types.
Oh, yeah. There's different types of those LDS.
They're like real hardcore ones and then like the loose binder ones.
Just like interesting. And basically with him, like Baldy was like all of his friends, his family, his brothers, they were all having affairs. So it's like, why was I so dumb to think that was not happening? You know,
is that what happened to you
That
then?
was kind of that eye-opening thing. And I noticed that kind of like, and I even mentioned that and had that conversation with him. And, you finally click as a girl, like, wait a damn minute.
Hey, I bet cheating's more exciting when you're religious, huh?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think so, because I think once you take that element of like shame out of it, you're like, wait, why even am I cheating? And then you see the need of like, if I'm just not happy,
Yeah, I could just break up with you. And
like
leave
I can just talk to this person.
But where are these rules that are keeping you there? And that's
makes what
it
like
feel so much
when
better.
you grow up super Mormon, I think you like cling on to that like need. And
like
that was him.
I can't get a divorce. I can't this and that,
Mm-hmm.
So then it feels better when you stick your dick in someone else. Isn't that crazy?
Whatever.
Crazy how that works.
Off topic, but it reminds me. So I haven't really watched the show, but I've watched a couple times when I'm getting my nails done. The Mormon Wives, The Secret Life, and that girl on there. What's her name? She reminds me of you.
Oh, no.
Especially when you're like, you got married so young, and so did she, and then she got divorced really young.
It's wild. I related like a lot to that show. I'm like, oh, that's normal. Like, that's you go through your shit show. You're dealing with anxiety and all this at a young age at 29 because you do have 3 kids. You know what I mean? And it's like the pressure of the religion. It's all very true. Like I'm like, there was some, I guess, like fluff for the reality of TV, but I'm like, a lot of that. Like I was married and at a strip club one night. You know what I mean? You get to that point where you're literally just like, I don't care anymore. Like the pressure is like blown up and like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So you got married so super young. When did you have your first child?
Right at like 18.
Really?
We got married.
Is that why you got married?
No, we just got married to just get married.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wasn't even, and then we planned, like I've planned all 3 of my kids. Like I've never had a surprise kid. And, we were just like boom, boom, boom. We were doing the thing.
The whole,
Where it was even a temple wedding and everything. Did you guys wait till marriage then?
No.
No? Okay.
I just lied to get in.
You just lied.
Sorry, Mom. She would not.
Because you do have to be like.
Yeah, you
pure.
have to have like your recommend and all that stuff.
So they don't check, because that's what I always hear is like they check.
You just tell people what they want to hear, and they're very invasive questions anyway, I feel. So I'm just like, you don't need to know that. But I haven't done any of that for so long. Like I've truly like erased all their weirdness. Like you have to
their weirdness.
It's a little cult. It is a cult.
Yeah, it is. I think all religions are cults.
Yeah.
Some are,
I've been friends with some LDS people, and like I don't know, I feel like it's so different than like what other people talk about, because they just seem normal to me.
Once you're in it, and there's some really great people that don't push it upon other people, and you wouldn't.
And
know.
I think that's who I've
a lot of struggle within like families of like
Mm-hmm.
that pressure.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that I know, like in chamber and stuff, like they're just so great. And you feel that,
Right.
you
Yeah.
feel like what I think they're trying to preach.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about that. But then there's
Mhm.
some like, when it gets to weird family stuff, it's just all about the shame. And it's like, wait,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was love everyone.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's just the area we live in is just, it's so normal. Like I remember hearing like in like high school and stuff, hearing Mormon kids talk about how like, oh, the kids that go to the Catholic church are weird because they do this and this. And I'm like,
Yes.
it feels normal to me because that's what I grew up doing.
Yeah.
And then like you grow up and you realize most other places in the country are going to be the other way around. The Catholic kids are going to talk about how weird the fucking
Yes.
Mormons are.
Yeah.
It's just that here they're the dominant ones.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
So I remember when you were talking about when you did that clip about that Mormon girl and the
yeah, how she got fingered on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Did you watch that? That was
I
cool.
heard that clip.
yeah. So
She was a really good friend of mine back in the day. But
really,
Yeah.
so I was gonna say somebody, but somebody I know is telling me after that clip was telling me that somebody else I know was on a dating app, and he met this girl, and they were gonna go on a date. He's like, "Hey, so I want this, this, and that because I'm getting married next week. I need you to do this. You can do all of this to me except like have
except fuck.
yeah, like except vaginally,
Yeah.
but everything else was okay." He's like, "We're going on a date, like." I'm trying to like meet you.
Like, get to
I'm
know
looking
you.
for a relationship.
And he's
Yeah, well-
like, I'm getting
Yeah,
ready
it's like,
to
well,
get
I'm trying to
married.
do
You're one of my
everything.
last hoorahs before
Yeah.
I get checked.
Yeah, I'm
Bro,
like
go
that.
to Vegas like the rest of us, you weirdo.
Yeah, and then
That takes the fun out of it.
yeah,
Just kidding.
I don't know. And then he was telling me about like this other girl that he worked with too. That like there was so much stuff that they would do, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Is anybody being faithful out there?
Yeah, I was like,
don't think
whoa.
I hear about all these people in relationships. I'm like, guys, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm like, at least I can't say that.
That's me. I'm like, I
Jeez.
guess I'll just
I'm
find
like,
chilling
I
at
get
home.
cheated on all the time, but not like that.
Hay niveles.
Yeah.
Oh,
They just
geez.
lied to me, you know?
Yeah, that episode got I got a lot of really good feedback on that episode. Where
Oh, yeah?
us just talking about all the relationship and stuff. You know,
I mean, it's real.
Relationships you can
It's-
dive
It's
into.
trash out here.
wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Like you meet somebody and you really think like, wow, this is the one.
Don't you
Like,
go thinking
Yeah,
further than that.
They think it's the one. I'm scared.
They're never the one, man.
I'm scared
But
now.
when
Like,
is the one?
yeah, like it gets kind of lonely sometimes where I'm like,
does.
maybe I just need to like go through the maze, you know, and see if I find somebody. But then, like, I start talking to them, I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired.
I
Can
get
I just
a
not?
message and I'm instantly annoyed. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
just
even
like,
respond. I'm done. I can't date.
I feel dumb because I downloaded that stupid Facebook dating.
They
Or-
just put it
or-
on mine.
yeah.
I didn't even ask for
I
it.
think it's
I
like
don't want to
once
date
you.
Oh,
on
really?
Facebook.
Yeah.
I'd rather date on a classier site.
That's
Yeah.
what. That's what it is. We talked about it before. Facebook
Mhm.
Yeah.
dating's the worst.
I don't
Yeah.
know how they know. I just
Well,
they plopped
if
it
you
on
like
mine.
have single on
Really?
your profile,
That's
Is
probably
that
then
right?
it automatically gets added. But then you have to like, I don't know. I had to accept because they always ask me like, do you want to be on it? Do you want all the time, and I'm like, no, because I don't even like dating apps at
Mhm.
all. I tried it one time and
That's where I met
experience of my
Baldy.
life. Yeah.
Oh.
Don't do it. Don't.
I feel like I'm traumatized from my first husband because I met him on MySpace.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a dating app,
Mhm.
but that's where I met him. I mean, we had mutual friends. He's a real
Wow.
person, you
Yeah.
know, and so just having that experience, I was like, never again.
Yeah.
And then I became single 4 years ago almost, and one of the first people like I clicked with,
Mhm.
and I'm not the person that shares my social media or shares my
Right.
like my personal phone. So then finally we started talking, and then I was like, you know what, guy seems cool because he was like, I bet you get like all these weirdos, huh? And I'm like, well, not really because I don't accept
I don't
back.
allow-
yeah,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't like let them
yeah,
come in, you know?
Interact with them.
Yeah. So he was like, oh, okay. And yeah, find out the dude's married.
Oh.
That's
That's why he's so good. He's a good Good
why
husband.
all the good ones are married. They
Yeah.
seem to have all the time on their hands too. Motherfuckers with like 10 kids, marriages,
Yeah.
and you got all this time. But then these
Yeah.
guys, single, no kids, doing what
Um,
for work? Can't send one text back.
You know, the craziest thing is 2 weeks ago, he came to my store and I'm like, you piece of shit.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about
Oh
that.
my,
Yeah.
what did he want?
I mean, he just came to buy a drink. He thought I'd like be like, oh, hey. He doesn't even know why.
And you said
he's
you just went
blocked
through the
on
motions like
everything.
any other customer,
Yeah.
like anybody that.
I
goes
was like,
in there.
hi, how are you? And he's like, hi. And I was like, can I help you? I have this, this, and that. And he's like, oh, I came to get this. And I'm like, we don't have that today.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And then there was customers behind him and bye. Have a great day.
That's good.
Yeah.
That sucks.
He was
Yeah.
by
Why do
himself?
people do that?
Yeah.
He wasn't going with like his family. Or anything?
No.
Does he have kids?
He has a kid. He denied that he had any kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you meant he
people think-
denied his kid. I was
Do
like,
people
oh.
No.
think that you're not going to find out
Yeah.
these things? Like, we live
Especially
in
here,
Idaho
like you're eventually
Falls.
going to run into
Where are
him.
you going to go that
taking his
people
kids
aren't going to
somewhere.
find
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
Where are
Yeah.
you going to hide in this town?
Yeah. So, yeah. And I
Jesus.
was just like, oh, maybe like he's single again. That's why he's trying to hit me up. Because he's blocked on everything, you know, like he can't get a hold of me.
Jeez.
And I was just
Mm.
like, oh, yeah. But I mean, so there's a thing like on TikTok, from your contacts, because he's still in my contact, even though he's blocked. You can see if somebody has with that phone number, like if they have a profile
Oh.
and it's completely blank, like there's nothing on it,
Mhm.
but it has initials and then like it says it's from my contacts. So I
So you
know that it's
know.
him. Like he
Mhm.
always views my profile.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, bro.
Get over it. Go be married.
Yeah.
Why can't you go be married?
Yeah.
Go look at your wife's
Bro,
profile.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, dude, no. And yeah, that Facebook dating thing, I'm just like, I have like probably 50 messages on there. I was like, why did I even
I keep
click
getting
match?
weird requests from random men.
Oh,
and I'm like,
all the
"Please
time.
stop.
And I'm like, well,
Please stop.
What do people? What do guys message you when you do answer though?
I don't answer.
No, although, well, you obviously have. Like, what
I
did
have with
married guy?
one,
What did married guy send
Yeah,
you
married
that
guy.
that lured you in?
Oh, just
and
like,
I'm asking because last time you said that you had a fake one on cheese. It had to have been on cheese because that was the only other one I really used.
yeah.
And you matched with me because I was
Yeah.
like, you didn't fucking match with me, and you're like, no, because it was my fake one. I did match with you.
I did.
Because whenever I
match with
see
you.
friends, whenever I see my friends, I hit like, and
Because
they
I
always,
thought it would be funny.
I always match
So
with my
funny.
friends, and it's always
I've
funny.
matched
Like,
with the same guy like probably like 3 times in Utah too. So because I only turn it on when I go to Utah, I'm
okay.
like, okay, I'll see
Mhm.
what's going on.
See what's
there.
going
Same
on.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
and that's what Itzel one time when she was in town, she matched with me. Same thing. She's like, well, I know we're friends. We'll just hit.
Mhm.
And so and then you were like, what? And the thing is, like, I wouldn't say anything like that, but in Spanish, it's so much easier to be like, oh, te ves hermosa, like, ¿qué onda? Like, what's up? And when you're doing shit in English, it's like, I don't know, like, what the fuck do you even tell a girl in English?
Okay, so there was
When
this
you
really
match with
cute
her.
one, and I never replied back, but you know that song, it's like, or that meme that goes on, it's like, it was hard, it was really, really hard. Don't ask me how I did it. So he was like, it was hard, it was really, really hard. Don't ask me how I got your number, but I did it or
Oh.
I
something.
like clever
And
stuff
I was
like
like,
that.
I was like, oh, but did you really? And then he's like, I mean, let me know or something. And I just never replied. I just thought it was cute. So I
But you didn't
replied back.
reply. Like, what gets a reply? Like,
When
like,
you get off the app, like, give me your number, call me, FaceTime me.
No.
That's how I think, like, that's been me. Like, people I've actually had genuine connection with off
Mhm.
apps. It's like a phone call right away, or like FaceTime or text me. Like, get off the app. Like,
okay.
Mhm.
See, that's good advice.
I have such a hard time doing that. Like, nobody really knows my phone number because I don't give it out.
see, and I'm a realtor, so I'm like, you
Uh,
look
True.
me up.
Yeah.
970-533.
Like, it's on that sign with my picture.
Right.
anyway,
I'm like,
so
I'm
it's
plastered everywhere. My daughter will
Well-
always be like, I was Googling you at school today.
My daughter does
Which
the same
picture
thing.
popped up? Just kidding.
My daughters do the same thing. No, so actually before when I had this number, my private number, I used to just have my store number.
Right.
And I'm like, if dudes were really interested and they really wanted to get a hold of
They
me,
could
like
call the store.
they wouldn't be well, it wasn't even like I didn't.
He's like,
The first year, it was the store number.
So I just gotta look for business owners and shit, and
Yes.
realtors.
Yeah.
realtors.
I mean, it
their
used to
numbers
be
are
my-
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it was my
It's
personal
on a
number.
bench.
I've had it for 15 years. Like I've had the same number.
Yeah.
And then after a year of being there, I was like, I can't take this home. Like it's just always like getting orders or, hey, are you open at freaking 11 o'clock at night?
Wow.
And I'm like, you know
It's not
what?
worth it.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I just need my own personal number.
Yes.
So I got a personal number but before that, when I started dating, when I was divorced,
Yeah.
I was just like, you guys are really weird because you know who I am. You
Mhm.
know where I work.
It does get really
Yeah,
creepy sometimes.
Well, I'm just like, my number's posted everywhere. If you really wanted to talk to me.
yes.
There was only one guy one time at a dance, like we were dancing and he asked what I did and I told him, and within like 15 minutes he's like, is this you? And he's like, I really want you to dance with me again. And we hit it off.
Mhm.
Great, because I was like, dude, you're smart.
Yes. I agree.
It's all that clever shit.
It
Yeah.
is. That
Yeah, it's just-
premeditated.
It's not cringe. That's not the word. It's unattractive when men just don't use their brain. You know, it's just honestly like
Just so hard.
it's so
That's
That's what
hard.
she said.
They use they use their other head all the
I fucking
time,
hate
but
using my brain. It's
not
the
the
worst.
one they
the
gotta
heads.
think with.
Not the
heads.
baldy head, but
Not
the
those. No way.
Yeah.
the heads. She's talking about like there's two heads. One time I had a dream that there was like this
Oh,
sprout
no.
coming off the side of my wiener, and
That
like
would
by
be
the
a
end,
very terrifying dream.
it looked like a potato, like with it, like you know how potatoes.
He hasn't used it in so long
And then,
that
but-
it's like
And then,
going
up.
bad.
and then,
It's
like,
going
no, this
bad.
was a long time ago. This was
Oh.
like, I don't know, I was like a teenager probably.
Oh.
But by the end of the dream, I had like two dicks. It was cool.
Wow.
Oh.
He grew another dick.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Not for me.
Yeah, I guess. One for the front, one for the back.
No.
Yeah, you could kind of do like a thing. I don't know. I was cool. It was a cool dream. It's one of the few dreams I remember.
I was gonna say
So
you
many.
remember it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because you don't remember every dream.
You don't.
I
Just remember
remember
cool
90%
dreams.
of my dreams.
And you dream all the time.
Every
night, you
day,
said. Do
yeah.
you dream a lot?
Wow. No.
Really?
I
Yeah,
do.
Me neither.
I have superpowers.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's weird.
Yeah,
Your mind just never shuts off, I guess.
probably. It's the ADHD, man.
Dang.
Do you have ADHD? It seems like everybody these days
I
has
mean, yes,
ADHD.
of course I do.
On
That's
the
why I'm like, I
spectrum.
was actually on time today. Normally I'm like, so
Yeah.
time is so hard for me.
Mine too.
What is it? Like, I have to give myself
When have I
like
have I ever been early to anything?
2 hours to get ready or 3 hours.
Not early. You've been on time, but I don't think ever early.
Like 2 minutes late.
But yeah, but same with me. Like I've never been early. Like I've been on time.
Mhm.
Is the best I can
No,
do.
you're always here before.
Which is on time
'Cause,
for me.
yeah.
Like because I tell you I'm going to be there at a certain
Yeah.
time. Like today I said I was going to be here at 4:30. I ended up being here like
Mhm.
4:45.
4:45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like on time ish,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but it's still not like, because if we would have stuck with 5, I would have been here at 5:15, 5:30,
Mhm.
and then Savannah would have not been patient and left.
Oh,
She
I
would have
wouldn't
hated
have
us.
left.
She's like, I got nothing to do.
I fell for as a bird, you guys.
See, and it is and she is a very positive thinker though.
Mhm.
You
I
got
try
that
to
energy, positive energy. You want
radiate
to
my
talk about that shit?
positive energy.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, anytime I've like seen you, at the chamber and stuff, like
Oh,
you're very
so
bubbly
sweet.
and
just
yeah,
trying not to
friendly.
kill myself.
Well, I guess that's positive.
Just kidding.
That is. That is.
Well, if you have to acknowledge it, though, is it really that positive?
Just like I think a lot of it is just like thinking about life differently and just like understanding like, okay, it is what it is, and like just getting the solution. Like,
Yeah.
okay, where do we go from here? And just being very solution oriented, and like I don't have time to think about the problem. I have time to think about the solution. Like I'm
Yeah.
such a I really don't have time for that. Like it bothers me. Like that was my biggest thing in my last relationship. Like we're wasting so much time about this silly little fight that like you just can't understand after I A
Did
B
we
C D
just
E
get
F G.
over it?
And it's like all that wasted time. Like why? We could be
Mhm.
having fun because
Mhm.
that's the number one thing in life for me, or
Mhm.
like two, like
Yeah.
building something. Like it's just silly.
Yeah. So you've been in a relationship 2 times after your divorce?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
2 real relationships.
Yeah, 2 like actual
Yeah,
long-term
And
relationships.
other than that, I haven't really dated.
Yeah. Same.
And I don't know how to date again, or
Yeah.
if I'm trying to go on dates, but then it's really hard for me because I am very easily attached to people, and I love to love. Like, it's my favorite thing. Like,
Same.
I love being a wife. Like, I loved being a wife, and that was like, I'm a giver. I'm a Leo. I'm a mom. That's what we do. Like, that's us.
It's
like,
harder to go from wife for 10 years to girlfriend.
Right. Like,
how do you
I don't
do
know
that?
how to distinguish that. Like, I am like, I love that. And so that's kind of like, I am wanting to be like, I do want to get married again. I want that so bad, like that family, but also like not settling and not rushing.
Right.
Like, I just have so much work on myself that I have to do, because that's where I want the person like to be. Like, I would not want me right now. And I don't want someone that's like me right now,
That's
you know,
under
like,
construction. Still
I'm
working on shit.
I'm just at a little pause. So.
That's good that you know that, though, because there's people that don't know that, or they think that they're ready. And I'm like, you know what? I feel ready, but at the same time, there's nothing out there right now that is even remotely.
But also,
like,
I'm open to receiving whatever's out there. I'm
Well,
not gonna like
I
limit.
I think like sometimes shit happens when you're not even looking.
Yeah.
It's like you're not looking, and then that's when you might meet someone that.
And that's the best, like,
and it'll
feeling.
just funnel into it. Yeah.
If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Maybe by the time you're 37 and he'll be 70.
I hope we could reconnect before it gets that far.
Are you guys like no contact now?
We contacted like a few weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Sounds like they contacted.
And then not really.
You have the angel telling you to go contact.
But I've been so good. But this is just a game. It's such a game. It's such a game we play, a pride game, an ego game.
Yeah.
And we're both like chill, big chillin'. But I do love him, and I know that like there is love there, but it just, once again, like if it works out, like that's like cute love story. Awesome.
Yeah.
If not, like I'll always still have that love though. But
it's not like you're regretting any of it. Which is a good thing.
It's just,
you can't sit back and regret.
I think
shit.
I deal with that too. Like I have a lot of ego, or I self-respect. I call it self-respect.
I love that. Yeah.
Where I'm like, you know what? Nope, I will not be the one to contact you.
Right. And I'm like, I'm a very firm believer in like, I don't want to be confused. I want to know if someone wants to be with me. I want them to know. If not, just kind of leave me alone until you know. You know, like, don't reach out unless you know you want to be with me. I feel like I'm such a like
the breadcrumbing.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Breadcrumbing?
Have you ever breadcrumbed someone?
I have.
I'm gonna start breadcrumbing everybody.
Maybe, but not purposely.
Like I'm not
like I try to be a nice girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna breadcrumb people, like even if they're not relationships, just friends. Just randomly text someone and then never text them again until a month later or something. I'll start doing that to you.
To me,
it's kind of. I saw.
Shut up! You can't go a day without sending me a reel.
We're sending it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I guess the reels kind of.
It's like every single day we're like on TikTok.
That's me. I'm like TikTok.
Instagram.
I just blow up my friend's phone.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
I'm like, she doesn't even watch these. I don't watch hers, but it's the funny part. That's actually...
Yeah. No, I watch them. I make time. I make sure to catch up.
Yeah.
Like have like 3 or 4 friends that are always.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
And I try not to open them before I have time, because then I forget to go back.
That's smart. I need to be better. I'm a little bratty. I'm like, mine are funnier. I have the funniest TikTok page, because sometimes I'll get like Islamic shit that just pulls up, and it's like words, and Islamic I think it's ISIS trying to contact me.
Why do you get Islamic shit?
I don't know. It means something though. And I send it to all my friends. It's hilarious. So it pops up on
so it's
shit.
Yeah, you keep sending it, and so now you keep getting it.
It's hilarious.
Why did that start? They just assume
I don't get scared
Islamic
by that. I don't know. It's just hilarious. I'll send it to you guys next time it pops up.
You have to send there. I have the one weird reel that I send everybody every once in a while.
Yes.
You have to send those random weird ones.
There's a really weird one.
He sent it to me like 4 times already.
It's like I said, like once I send that to you, it's like you're in the inner circle.
Oh,
I love that. There are some, once you start sharing reels and TikToks with people, you're like, you're a homie. Like that's a different bond.
And like
it's a different way to communicate with them too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this one's not funny, and it's not clever. It's nothing. It's weird.
It's stupid.
It's cool as hell. I think it's cool.
It's weird.
Yeah, I think.
Did you send me a TikTok right now?
No.
Oh my god.
TikTok lies like that. It'll tell you.
It just says
It does do
It
that
tells you
shit.
it-
Like
just
I'll
so you
post
open it.
3 hours ago, and then it'll notify
it's on
someone
an
I'm with.
email.
Really? That's weird.
I never
TikTok
get.
messes around.
It's TikTok's dumb like that. Like they just want you to open the app
They do.
that I've had. Like my daughter will be with me, and then it'll say she posted something. I was like, "You've been with me this whole time."
Yeah,
like
it's
you didn't,
like
like
that.
you didn't post
She
something just now.
Over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Sneakies.
You let your kids on social media?
My wife lets my kid on social media. My ex-wife.
I was like, you're a wife.
Well, I always struggle on what to call her, and you guys are always like, "You mean your wife?" And I'm like,
You said you would. You
Her
say your
mom-
kids
her
is
mom-
dad. Your
her-
kids
Kids
is.
is mom.
her mom lets her get on,
Mhm.
but like she doesn't. She's not supposed to be posting her. Like she never posts her face or anything.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And
That's
like
good.
I was pretty against it, but we do get on there and like message each other a bunch of. Like she's one of the
Yeah,
people I
that's
send
fun.
TikToks with
That's
now.
fun.
So.
Yeah.
So it's like as long as you're not posting your face.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like she got one shut down because somewhere she slipped up and they noticed she was as young as she is, and so TikTok just cut it off. But then she opened another one. And I'm like,
Oh.
and we said each other just stupid shit all the time. Also,
I
Yeah.
lost my shit one time on my daughter because I found out we were actually in this room setting up a birthday party, and the oldest is missing. And I'm like, where's she at? Like, why is she not here
Yeah.
with us? And so then I go to look for her in her room. And I swear to you, like the second I opened that door, it was like I caught a kid freaking watching porn. She was like, and she like just throws it underneath her pillow. And I was like, what
That's
are you
even
hiding?
more obvious. Like,
I
she
was
could
like,
have
what
been
are
cool
you
about
hiding?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
She's
are you
a bad
hiding?
liar.
She is.
She downloaded Snapchat, and then
Snapchat's bad though.
Mhm.
yeah,
Snapchat's nefarious because you're not sending reels on fucking
Yeah.
Snapchat. So
she was watching TikTok, and I was like, "What is it?" And she was like, "No, no, no," and she knew because we already had the talk about social media.
yeah,
Well, why can't you why all my other friends have it? I'm like, I don't give a
Right.
shit what your
Yeah,
friends
I
are
don't
doing.
care. You know.
Yeah, I was like, if they go jump off a bridge, are you gonna go jump off a bridge? And I'm
and
like,
she's like, yeah.
I was like, yep.
I had to be tough and say, you know what? You ever heard of like people stealing kids and
Yeah, you
taking
have
the-
to sometimes
scary.
like understand like this is where I'm coming from. It's not
Yeah.
just me being mean.
Yeah.
There's reasons behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go all out, and I was like,
yeah.
they cut people's like stomachs open and
Yeah.
stuff them with drugs, and they use them for sex, and then like all these, and she was just like,
You have to traumatize her a little bit
You
to,
do.
to get the to get.
I
the,
had
rid
to
of
go
her.
that
Mhm.
far, and I felt bad, but at the
Yeah.
same time I was
But
like,
you
no.
have to. At
Well,
that
you
point,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have to just be really frank, and I think we're good about it. And
Mm-hmm.
I know her mom like always makes sure, and I'll make sure like look at the messages. It's always
Mhm.
just me and her mom. Like there's
Mhm.
nobody else in those inboxes,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll get like a random message like it's unopened,
Mhm.
or if it's open, it's just the hello or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Like just don't
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
talk to
interact with it.
anybody.
Mm-hmm.
don't
Yeah.
interact with anybody that you don't 100% know who it is.
Mhm.
It's like.
Right.
So I mean, it's scary, but at the same time, like it's hard to keep them away from stuff. When I got here, your son said he's not allowed to watch The Flash. Why? Flash is cool. It's all fast
So
and shit.
okay, we actually that's my rule here, but I don't. He knows why he's not allowed to watch it. I don't know which Flash
Is
he's
it
talking
content
about.
related though, or just something else?
So I don't remember what we were talking about, and he said something about like, oh, my daughter that she wanted 10 kids. And I said, that doesn't sound fun. And he's like, he's like, well, her husband will have fun.
Oh,
And I was like,
that joke's a little too old.
we
for
were
you,
putting
yeah.
Christmas freaking ornaments on the tree. This was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no.
Okay, and I was like, you're freaking kidding me. I was like, what did you just say? Well, nothing. I mean, yeah, they're gonna have fun with the kids. And I was like, shut the hell up.
That's probably what he meant.
all
like,
those 10 kids.
you know, Little League.
I was
AYSO,
so
all that shit.
upset, and I was like, where did this come from? And actually, I was looking through my like search history, and I looked up YouTube because the other day he like borrowed my phone for something. There was nothing watched, but the word on YouTube, it said masturbation.
Oh.
And now I'm
Dang.
like so like
Yeah,
he's 9 years old.
that's hard.
And I asked, I was
I
like,
started jerking off
I
when I
was-
was 10, so
stop.
Oh, I don't want to hear
He's
that.
my baby.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
My
He's still
son's
wa-
7.
he's-
I'm so
He
scared.
still
I'm just
wants to
saying.
sleep in my bed.
Oh,
I've
me and
always-
my son will cuddle for hours
Yeah.
still.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So I've always said, like, I'm glad I have girls because we will deal with their lady problems when we get to it, but at least I'm not finding stiff ass socks everywhere.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Well, this conversation we were having, I was just like, what are you talking about? Like, where did you learn this? Like, he wouldn't be honest with me. So I was like, well, I'm going to talk to your dad. And the girls were like, well, he like watches behind the couch when his dad's watching.
Mm.
And I was like, what were you watching? And he said something about the Flash.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I didn't know there was a part in the Flash where they're probably having sex.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Maybe.
I've never seen
Yeah. So he's like, it's rated R. And I'm like,
Oh,
well,
well,
it.
there you
That's
go.
why. Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, when my dad would watch Tales from the Crypt late at night on HBO. And I would go and I would get up and like nobody knew I was up out of my bed and I would sit on the stairs and watch
Oh,
downstairs
no.
and I would watch that show.
Mhm.
First time I ever saw titties. First time I ever saw like like terrible violence. It was great. It was a fucking awesome show. And this was when we lived in Montana, so I was like 5 at the most. Like we moved here when I was 6, so it's like, yeah, I mean, we can't blame like social media and shit for
We
exposure to
can't.
stuff.
I agree.
Because we've always been exposed
And I
to
think
shit.
more so now it's like we're just open to the conversation of like, okay,
Yeah.
what did you just see?
Mhm.
Like then we can
Then we can walk
at
through
least
it.
have a conversation,
Yeah.
you know, and realize that it's a thing. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm very like loose about stuff like that, like
Mhm.
especially like swearing and stuff. Like
Mhm.
like I try to avoid the sexual stuff and everything, but
right.
like I think it was a year ago, like this in January, they started learning about like Martin Luther King Jr. and stuff, and so she started asking me about like black people and like the different like racial stuff.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, you know what movie we should watch? And I watched Bronx Tale with her. I was like, it's violent, it's a lot of swearing. I'm like, but it's like it has a good message. So I'm like, so in my mind, it's like, this is a rated R movie. My kid's really young,
Mhm.
but I think she can get
and if
something
you're
out of
there
this.
with them
Yeah, and we
watching it,
watched
so
it.
you can explain like this
Yeah.
is what that
Mhm.
means. Like it's not
Mhm.
necessarily bad. It's like if they don't have someone there to help them
It's
understand
just so
what they're
real,
seeing.
and like you're
Right.
getting
Yeah.
to the age where people start noticing race and stuff like that. You're
They
gonna
do.
hear these words.
Mhm.
They
like-
need to know.
This is reality. This
Mhm.
is what you're gonna hear. Like at least you have something to go off of. Like, oh, that's not
Mhm.
good. And
Yeah.
so when it comes to stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, we'll watch stuff together.
hmm
But I'm sure she's seen so much shit that
They all
I
have.
don't even know of.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, whatever.
Yeah. I remember catching my dad, like he had porn videos on under the mattress or like
Yeah, it was harder to hide that
DVDs.
stuff back then. Yeah,
Yeah, where
DVDs
they
and
gonna
shit,
find-
magazines and shit.
Now we all have our phones where
Yeah.
we can just
Just look up a dick
do whatever
anytime
we
you
want.
and
Yeah.
here I'm like, I
do
don't
whatever we want.
still
I remember,
don't do
I'm still
that.
of the age where, like, when I turned 18, I went to Hastings to buy a porn magazine. Then I was in line, like fucking just sweating. Like, these people are gonna see me buying porn.
That's
then-
crazy.
And it's like nobody has to go through that anymore.
Yeah, no.
Through the public exhibition of I'm buying pornography.
No, it's
Isn't that
too
crazy?
easy now.
That was over like kind of where my store is at, no?
The Hastings?
Yeah.
No, this was when Hastings. This is how old I am. Also, Hastings was in
Goodwill.
Harbor Freight,
Okay, okay.
back where the Harbor Freight building used to
Okay,
be.
I was
Hastings.
thinking of another video store.
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah.
And then they moved over where
Yeah,
Goodwill
that's
is.
right.
But yeah, that's how old a 37-year-old now can still remember
37-year-old.
buying
Old man.
pornography.
You're an old man.
You're an old
now.
man.
You can be called the old man.
I mean, at least I'm not baldy yet. Like, I'm
Kinda.
kind of getting there, but it's not as luscious as it once was. But it's going slow too. I haven't gotten a haircut in like 3 months.
Oh.
I'm just like
Dang,
letting this grow out
Mhm.
so I can comb it up in front.
Yeah.
nice. Trying new things.
Yeah, you gotta try
The
new
Trump
things.
style?
Yeah, there you go.
It's the new thing.
Oh,
Did you vote for Trump?
I am a black woman in the United States. I am the 92% of black women that showed up.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's just a shame. I mean, how many
Yeah.
people of my liking voted for Trump? So you never know nowadays.
You never know.
They say
nowadays.
that the Latino men are the ones that got him the win. So I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck,
And,
that's
you
a
know,
shame.
everyone's all happy, so I'm happy for them. And so let's see.
Let's
See what
Let's go.
happens.
Let's get to work.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Let's.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Let's
just
go.
let's hope that I am wrong about everything.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, rodeo up. Get
That's
to
what I
work
keep
then.
saying.
Yeah.
So I keep saying, I hope we're wrong, but if we're not, you know.
Right.
just
I
buckle down.
was very detached though this whole election. I
Yeah.
used to love politics, like loved
Oh really?
this whole election. I didn't even read one like I knew like as a black woman I was actually like I don't want her to run, like just more shit we have to take, and you know we're just held to the highest level, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's just like, why? Like I don't want to
Yeah.
deal with that. Like it's I already knew what the outcome was going to be, like unfortunately.
I think we
and
all did, but we didn't want to
yeah,
admit it.
Yeah.
and I
Fuck.
I didn't have that hope in me anymore. I couldn't get involved, so I'm just
Mhm.
it's not part of my zen anyway. It was politics this year, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
Zen.
Yeah, I'm on like
What is Zen?
I'm on like my own zen of just kind of like that's like my little pause of like I'm just taking a second to
Just has to be
Like
about you right now.
calm.
yeah, just
Yeah.
be me. Like I've never like had so much just self-love for myself, like because I do love to love, like I was telling you. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I can try to love me, I guess, with all that love.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally get that whole like when we're married so young, like that's all you know.
and like,
As soon as you meet somebody, like you're wanting to feed them, you're wanting to like them spending the night, you know, like
cozy,
you can't
and
just be like
go to the grocery store, just
Yeah.
do the silly things together.
Yeah.
And
it's hard not to like jump right in and trying to be a wife right
yeah,
away.
it is.
Like, let me help you do this. Let me help you. I'll go pick up, whatever for you. Yeah.
I'm a very so it is hard. Ugh,
Yeah.
I
Do you
don't know.
tell your daughters not to get married so young?
Yes, I do.
Mhm.
Do you have daughters?
Yeah, I have 2 and then a little son. But luckily my oldest, they're very focused on their like college, and so, like they're cute.
That's
I
good.
love
We
book
had a conversation last night. My kids were in Pocatello
ones.
with their dad, and I guess he drove around the college. Was like, "This is where you guys are gonna go to college.
Mhm.
Like, we're gonna come up with a plan to like get you here
Yeah.
and pay for college." And they're like, "We don't want to go there. We're gonna go travel out of state." And he was livid.
Gosh.
Like, no, that's horrible. You're just gonna go to parties and meet all these crazy people, and I was like,
believe
you're
I'm
allowed.
like, yes, invite me to
People
the
still
party,
fear that.
please.
Yeah, I'm like, at 18 years old, you can do whatever you
People,
want.
it's crazy that people still fear and think that way. It's like,
I'm like, what's
Yeah.
Pocatello? Like, I was 19 years old, single, and I was at a Pocatello like college friggin'
yeah, it's college
party.
or not, and it doesn't matter. Like some people that are the hardest partying people back then were like buckled down and
Yeah.
became
yeah.
very
I
career driven
agree.
later.
You would
It's like,
never
that's
know
great,
that
yeah.
some people need that party
Because they got it
stage.
out early in life.
And I
Yeah.
didn't. I had
Yeah,
my party
same.
stage through my 20s. It was kind of a
Same.
shit show. That's
The
why
f-
I'm happy to be done with them. In a
Yeah.
way.
see, you
The
get
first
it
time
over.
I ever went to a bar, I was my 30th birthday.
That's fucking nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, my 30th birthday was the first time I ever went to a bar. And then I still didn't even go to bars till a year ago.
That's
Like, now I
I
go-
didn't start till I was like 25.
Mhm.
You know, it's like a whole new world. And I
Yeah.
was like, this is fun. And like back then, it was like people are excited to be here and there's
Yeah.
a good energy. And you still find that. And like,
You got that big
I
vibe,
love
big
that
crowds.
thrill. It's so
Mhm.
fun. Like, I love people and
Mhm.
the music and atmosphere. Like Vegas.
Let's go to Vegas
Let's
together.
go to Vegas. Oh my
Yes.
God.
You guys like
yes.
Vegas?
I love
I've
Vegas. I
been,
get
but-
so lucky in Vegas.
Really?
It's my
Really?
city.
Really?
Yes.
Like lucky.
Yeah, like
All
lucky?
the ways lucky.
Nice.
Money, greens, cute men.
That's see,
Yeah.
I've never been to Las Vegas.
No,
Nope, never have.
I have. It's usually for business or family. The last time I went was went to Carol G concert,
Oh.
Fun.
and my friend was pregnant, so we couldn't do nothing.
Oh, no.
I was wanting to like take a shot or something, and
Yeah.
couldn't do nothing. I was just like, okay.
Doesn't that like? Why didn't you just do whatever the hell you wanted? You weren't pregnant.
I know, but I was Like, who was gonna
It's
take
like taking
me?
a shot alone. You're just kind of
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, but there's
Well, I'll
people.
do it,
But
but
I
people.
get that because I did GEs.
I
and
kind of
that's
had
like,
to take care of her, though. I
didn't
wanted to
wanna
take
move.
care of her.
Oh.
I mean, she's like
How far
half my
along was she,
size.
too?
She was 8 months.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
Okay,
so-
Yeah.
that explains it all.
Yeah.
Bye, I'm getting drunk.
Just leave her.
I know. I don't remember. I don't think I did drink, but yeah, she was like, "Why don't you take a shot?" I took her to the buff men, you know, and shirtless men.
Chippendales.
Yes, I took her and I was like, "Can we get a picture of her?" You know, and they like carried her.
Nice.
I was
so
like, "I'm gonna
cute.
send this to your man."
You can't though because what happens in Vegas.
Stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's good.
I didn't.
Now you talked about it here, but
Yeah, he
Oh.
doesn't know. He doesn't watch the show.
all 7 of our listeners will know now.
49.
49 that were
people.
top.
Oh.
So, you know.
Okay, let's go.
I seen your numbers the other day. You have 188 followers on
Hell yeah.
YouTube now.
Oh yeah, and
That's
Spotify's
exciting.
fairly big.
I hadn't seen Spotify,
Because
but
that Spotify Wrapped one, that's what it was, and I think because that's what fucking Victor was telling me too. He's like, just 49. I'm like, that's 49 people that had us as their number one.
Mhm.
Like it gave me a
Wow.
number, and I can't remember what it was, but it
Mhm.
was triple digits. Like out of like 100 people, you were in you were in their top 100, you were in their top 20, and then 49 people, you were actually number one. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. It was cool. I didn't even
That's
know they did a
exciting.
Spotify Wrapped for the
I didn't know
podcast.
that
Fun.
either.
And then I got on there and I was like, oh, cool.
That's awesome.
So I posted some of that.
Yeah.
And you've been a big part of that, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And I
I-
like having the variety of shows that we were having now.
I'm like, I
love
kind of
it.
just became the co-host
It's
today. I
so
realized
fun.
it. I was like, hey, when did I become your co-host?
And like literal host, you're like, just come to the house. this
Yes.
time. I'm like, all right.
Real co-host.
If it's not on my store, it's on my basement.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The store's always a good spot. We
Yeah.
we have something planned with Victor and those guys on Thursday. We were gonna go to the Heart,
Okay.
but now they have something going on at the Heart, so we can't use it.
Oh.
And I was gonna ask you, but then Sean has to be at work at like 8,
Oh.
so we were doing it like earlier.
Mhm.
So I'm like, shit. I'm like, we'll figure something out. If it was summer, we'd go do it by the river again. We did one by like
nice.
summertime. We just go wherever.
That's so
Yeah.
Homeless.
fun.
Yeah, we
Ever
did
since I've
one
been
at the
homeless,
cemetery.
The one out the cemetery, that one was
Yeah.
cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm like, I let you come here, but I got my kids here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you were gonna like go to the cemetery to hang out?
No.
That was cool though.
That's fun.
You ever hang out at the cemetery?
No,
It's pretty cool. It's a vibe for sure.
I'm not opposed.
Yeah,
It was
we got to
cool.
do some more
Yeah.
out there.
That's pretty cool.
It was cool.
Sit in front of the hearse and all that shit. That was badass.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Wait, so how do you like, how did you do it at the cemetery, like with all the microphones and stuff?
This is battery. You can put batteries in the center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very
Because I was like,
nice.
I know a spot, but like there's no electricity there.
Where?
Maybe by a waterfall?
Oh, see, stuff like that'd be cool.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So calming. Actually, I really wanted to go out there today. I haven't been to the waterfalls in like a month, and I'm like,
Is that's like your happy place?
Yeah.
That's your zen.
mhm. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I started hiking this year, and I've developed a love for it, and
I
it's
love
honestly
that.
changed my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
where's your favorite place to hike?
I've been to many. Like, it's just I haven't really been to twice to a place.
That
it's
makes
just
sense. Like get out
yeah.
and see it all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm terrified of snakes,
Mhm.
so that's the only reason that it's kept me.
You are?
No.
Why are you so terrified of snakes? That's such a weird phobia to me. Are you terrified of snakes?
Oh, for sure. They're
Really?
just
Oh,
You
no,
wouldn't
I-
pick one up like if there's a little
No.
water snake out in your yard, you won't pick it up
Heck
and
no.
feed it
Oh
out?
hell no! You'll
No.
hear me screaming to
house
the top of my
down.
lungs.
Those are so fun though. I grew up with like water snakes.
We've
at our
never
house
talked
all the
about
time.
this?
Nuh-uh.
What? Yes, we have.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, I am like, I'm not just terrified. It's a phobia, like a
Really?
medical phobia.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're scary, but
I can't even look them like even in a picture.
Oh.
So please don't ever send
Oh,
me.
really?
Oh,
See,
Yeah.
that's how
That's
my
good to
ex-wife was
know.
too. Like,
Yeah.
like pictures, like you can't
Yeah.
even.
No, I
And
can't. even
and
look
my
at
daughter's a
pictures.
big animal person. Like she'd
Yeah.
have books and stuff, and she'd be
Mhm.
like, "Oh, get the fuck away!" from
yeah.
me." Yeah. But you're not scared of them like that, though. You're just like scared of them.
No,
if
like
they're
I can look
there.
at them, but I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna touch them.
Yeah. I'm not
Somebody
gonna give 'em a second
posted,
glance.
on Facebook, Life of Idaho Falls. Somebody's snake got away and it was in their the
yuck.
neighbor's garage, and they posted a
Uh-uh.
picture. They're like, if you recognize your snake, let me know which neighbors lost it. And I was like, mother freaking, now I have another
Now you have
You're
to
gonna
fear.
watch
walk
out
into-
for your neighbors
Yeah.
getting weird
Yeah.
pets.
You're gonna walk into your garage and there's
Yuck.
just this big snake.
I
there.
would die,
Now,
you guys.
I have to turn on the lights. I always have it on, and I'm like,
That's what scares me, like going to Florida. I was like, a snake's gonna be up the
Yeah.
toilet or something.
that's every night.
While you're going to the bathroom, it's gonna
Every
crawl up your.
night, every night. That's literally since I lived in Mexico, because I saw it in a freaking movie or something. Since I was little, I can't go to the bathroom, and I turn on all the lights, and I'm like, and then I'll open my legs, and I'll be like, there's no snake in there. Literally
So
every
scary.
time.
So scary.
Even during the day, I still
Yeah.
look.
You're
Yeah.
so scared of that
You
shit.
have
Yeah.
to.
I hate the scorpions when we used to go to
Oh,
I
Mexico.
those are
really-
bad.
I've got stung a few times, and
Really?
it's fine.
I just thought they're just gross.
I'm not scared.
I'm not like, that's the thing. It's the same thing with mice and bats. Like, I'm not scared of them, but they gross me out.
Yeah.
Like the bats, like whenever I get a bat at work, I'm like,
Mhm.
well, I've shown you the video.
Yeah,
where I'm
you
like
did.
dry heaving because there was a bat
Mhm.
at work. It's so gross.
Oh, that's awful. Bats scare me too.
Either you're scared of them.
Ugh.
Then one flew down our chimney earlier this year. I was telling you about that.
Yeah.
Fucking flying around. Like,
I would
oh.
die.
We trapped it in our
I was gonna
window.
say you committed a sin,
We
but
trapped-
it's
Well, it was a crime, it turns
a
out.
crime.
Yeah, it's against the law to kill bats. I didn't find out till way later.
Really?
And I've killed 2 bats in my lifetime. So I've committed those 2 crimes.
crimes.
Yeah. Just don't tell anyone.
Um,
If you're watching this, I'm lying.
I was
All
gonna say,
jokes.
but I was like, wait, I don't want to incriminate you, but you already did. So
It was crazy. No, it was crazy because we caught it in that window,
Mhm.
between the window and the fucking.
I guess
mesh.
if you don't know that it's a crime, you're fine, right?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
how I would think.
Ignorance
Like
of
no
the law
one
kind
told
of
me.
thing.
Now I
Yeah.
know not to kill another bat. That's
Yeah.
all I'd
Yeah.
say.
You killed a bat too?
No, I've never killed. a
Oh,
bat.
You should try to kill that.
oh.
I
Oh.
would just run away as far as I can.
Yeah, I just
I
cover
would
my
not try-
neck. I
I'd
don't
just
know why.
exit the house.
Because
call
you don't want to be a
someone.
vampire. That's why.
I would love to be a vampire.
So why? So just let the bat bite you then.
I just don't believe it.
Oh. You either turn into a vampire or you turn into Batman. One of the two. Didn't Batman get bit by a bat or something?
I don't think so. That
I
was
don't know.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think
Spider-Man
that's
got bit by a
Spider-Man-
bat?
By the
Spider.
spider. And Catwoman got bit by
By
a
a
cat.
cat.
Just kidding.
So Batman got bit by a bat.
And Captain America got bit by America.
By the captain.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman doesn't know. She just wonders what she got bit by. Every superhero origin story is just a bite.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern got bit by a
Bit by lantern.
lantern. What the fuck? It's
Just
getting
got
really
smacked by
esoteric.
one.
Yeah, got hit by one.
Oh jeez. So yeah. So I think we'll start wrapping up. You guys ready for this or what?
Valuable life lessons.
Do you like that?
Valuable life
Can you
lessons.
tell who that is? Yeah, that's Maria.
It sounds like me, actually.
That's
Do you think so?
good.
I don't think it sounds like you. It's kind of
It's your
weird.
customer service voice.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But we end the show with valuable life lessons. We go around and give one valuable life lesson that you learned on today's episode. Do you want to go first, or do you want to go first?
You can't kill a bat. It's illegal to kill a bat.
There
I
you
feel like
go.
that is a valuable life lesson. Now you know. You cannot.
Valuable life lessons.
That's a good one.
My valuable life lesson. I learned some LDS people are a little bit crazier than I thought.
Yeah.
Valuable
I think
life lessons.
If you want a freak, find you a
Find you
Mormon.
Find
you a Mormon if you want
You
a
know-
freak.
If you do want a
what?
freak, find you
Oh,
a
freaky
Mormon
shit.
boy that went on a mission.
Yeah, that too.
Really?
That's your ticket.
Or if you want butt sex, find a Mormon girl that doesn't want to take it in the vagina
Shit.
yet.
Oh,
Valuable life
gosh.
lessons.
That's not my valuable.
That's
life
what
lesson,
it
but that's a good one. I should leave it at that. I'm gonna have two. That's my fun one.
Mhm.
Like if you want butt sex, look for a virgin Mormon. Virgin. But my other
Valuable life lessons.
is actually a little bit more serious. I think you really hit on the head with, have some self-love, work on yourself before you just try to attach yourself to someone and try to be a wife or a husband or whatever it is. I really like that.
And hearing that sounds like, oh, I'd never say that shit.
But that's exactly what you said.
I know.
Valuable life lessons.
I
think
It's
you see.
awesome.
But you learn something about yourself even.
Yeah.
I think you honestly get to the point where you love yourself so much that there's nobody out there. Like
You're
everybody's
it's gonna
just
love
it.
you.
Everybody's
Nobody's
just
gonna love
it.
you more than you.
Yeah.
And
I
so
believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I think that's a good thing. Because
Yeah.
then they're gonna try to love you at least as much as you love yourself.
It's just
And I
hard.
think the trying count goes a long way.
I think like my last relationship and then just people I've interacted with, like they tell you they're so healed. They tell you that they love themselves, but in reality they really don't. And that sucks. They lie.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're lying to themselves, but they're definitely
Maybe
lying
both.
to me,
Yeah.
And it sucks
It's
because
hard.
you give them a chance and then they screw it up.
I know. Why?
That's the way it goes sometimes. Way to bring it down on a down note. For sure. No, but it's true. It's true. Everybody screws up something eventually. But I think that's it for today's episode.
Yeah.
And we hope that Savannah comes back.
Yay, I
because
hope
she
to be
did really
invited
awesome.
back.
You will be invited back. It's
Okay.
an open door policy when we have a good guest. I think next time she's going to be even crazier, even though she did say dick appointment on her first.
I didn't say my dick appointment.
But you said dick appointment. That's what counts. That's what we judge people on is what episode they say, what appearance they say.
I think
dick
I said it
appointment.
within like the first 5 minutes. Too. That counts.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you're definitely one of us. And we'll have you back soon for sure. So you guys want to say goodbye?
Bye, guys.
Bye.